All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to another MORFIT Live workout. I'm Stuart, so I'll be with you here for the whole workout. What are we doing today? We are doing body weight, no equipment necessary, and we're gonna go through a cardio workout. So we got 3 cardio sections to work through. Each section has 6 exercises. Very straightforward format today, guys. We're gonna be doing 20 seconds of work on each exercise. We're gonna go through it twice. So that gives us about 4 minutes of work. Then we'll have a 40-second break, and then we'll go to the next circuit. Again, 3 circuits to go through, and then we'll do the entire thing twice. So that is the entire plan for the cardio work. Again, no equipment necessary. We're gonna get right into it. I'll show you the exercises as we go through them. So the first time around is gonna be a little bit slower as we're learning the movements, and then we'll speed it up from there. All right, let's get the timer started. Okay, we're starting out with some knee hikes, which is going to be driving one leg up. The other leg is just marching on the spot. So we're here. Here we go. So 20 seconds, pumping the opposite arm to the leg going up. You can do these slow if you want. You don't even have to hop on the other leg if you just want to get your timing down first. But then you get the hop on the second leg when you're ready. We're not switching legs on 20 seconds. We're going into our second exercise. So my right leg is up right now. I'm now going to bring my right leg back into a lunge, bring it forward and back down. So kind of a variation to that first movement that we did. Still getting the arms going opposite to the leg. Try to stay nice and low in the lunge here if you can. We don't want to be too high. All right, that's 20. We're now going to go back to the first exercise, but on the left leg. We're really trying to get the knee up nice and high if we can. Try not to just have a little tap on the floor, but we want to get the leg up. Make it intentional, make the movement big, and now we're going to bring our left leg back into that lunge, get low, and we're lunge running. From here, we're going to be going down to the floor to do a frog press in about 7 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Come down to the floor. We're going to do a push-up, and then push the body back, bringing your hips towards your heels. Kick back forward, push up, press back. And just alternating between those 2 positions for the 20. All right, knee tuck climbers. Jump both knees to the outside of the elbow. Back to plank, other side, and back out. Okay, that's our time. Right back to the very top. So back to those knee hikes. Right leg up. Already out of breath, that's a good sign. It is cardio day, after all. In 5 seconds, we're down to that lunge position. 2, 1, right leg back, get low. Ten more seconds here, and then we're going back to the knee hike on the left leg. 2, 1, other side. Here we go. Try to have nice and intentional arms. So the arms are getting just as much work. Well, maybe not just as much work, but a decent amount of work compared to the legs. 3, 2, 1. Left leg goes back. Back to the frog press after this. Four, 3, 2, 1. Come down to the floor. Push up. Press back. Hips to the heels. Don't let the knees touch the floor when you get back to that frog position. All right, we got knee tuck climbers. Both knees to the outside. Reset, and then other side. All right, that's round one. Not too bad, great work. 40 seconds to get some water, towel off. It's super humid in here today, so it's gonna be a sweaty one. All right, so we're going to our second circuit of exercises. So we're changing up the exercises that we're doing. A lot of jumping in this next round. If jumping is no good for you, you can always throw in a squat instead of jumping, or where I'm jumping a long distance, you can just step. It's another option. All right, let's get ready here. We're starting with a 4-corner jump. So jump out to the right, jump forward to the opposite foot, back to the right, over to the left, forward to the right. So we're making a U shape with our jumps, always alternating which leg we're landing on. Try not to read while you're also doing the work. Side shuffle jump. Shuffle, shuffle over, jump up. Shuffle, shuffle over, jump up. If you don't have that much space, one shuffle is fine. If you got the space, double up. Side monkey jumps. Down in a squat. Hands go to the side, jump the feet over, and then jump up. Back in your squat. Hands over, jump the legs over, jump up. All right, we got a side plank to squat twist. So go to a side plank. From here, we're gonna crawl back to a plank and twist. Come back forward, side plank to the other side. Keep going on these. We're doing 2 rounds of this one because it's a long exercise. Walk back. Side plank, walk it back, twist. Alternating the side you're twisting to each time. And come up. Last one on this one is an airplane. So a little bit of recovery for the heart rate. Hinge forward, back leg back. Then we're turning the hips up to the ceiling, and then we're dropping the hips down to the floor. Lots of balance on that one. All right, right back to the 4-corner jump. Here we go. Over to the right, up to the left. Back to the right, over to the left, up to the right. From here, we're going to that shuffle jump. All right, shuffle jump, shuffle, shuffle over, make them high. Side monkey jumps are coming up. 3, 2, 1, squat down, move laterally, and jump. Almost lost my glasses. So much I'm sweating already. Three, 2, and 1. All right, 2 rounds of the side plank to squat twist. Stay here. We got another 20 of these. Switching the side you're twisting to. Almost there. All right, come on up. Whichever leg you airplaned on, either airplaned on my left leg or my right leg first. So I'm gonna go to my left leg now. If you don't remember, that's my fault because I didn't tell you to think about it. I just want you to put your non-dominant leg down. Whew, all right. Those rounds are going fast when we're trying to learn the exercises at the same time. I recognize that. The next time through, you'll know all the exercises. It's gonna go a lot quicker, a lot smoother. All right, we're coming up to our 3rd circuit. So we got split jumps, And then we got single leg split jumps, a walkout push-up, and then a single leg hip drive. All right, so split jumps are up first. We're in a lunge position, jump and switch sides. We're alternating for the first 20 seconds. Here we go. If you don't want the jump, then do reverse lunges instead, alternating sides. When we get to the 20-second mark, we're gonna keep doing split jumps, but we're gonna just keep going on one leg. So pick your starting leg. I'm gonna start with my right leg forward. Here we go. So we're just going up and down on that one side. Keeping most of my weight in the front leg, a little bit in the back leg for balance, but I'm trying to work my right quad and glute here. 3, 2, 1, switch legs. Whew. Walkout push-ups are after this, the legs get a little bit of a break. 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Keeping the legs fairly straight. Walk the hands to the floor. Walk out to a plank. Push up. Walk back. Once you touch your toes, you're gonna go right back out. Plank to push up. Walk back in. All right, last one. We're doing left side, then right side. So face up, one leg in the air, drive the hips up, and back down. Drive the hips up, back down. Single leg hip drive. And switch legs, 20 on the second side. If your shoulders don't like this, lie down on the floor and do them from there. We're going back to the split jumps on the bell. 2, 1, here we go. Alternating split jumps to begin. Five seconds. All right, pick your side. Split jumps on the one side. If they're too tired, just try to do split squats without the jump. Switch legs. 20 seconds here. Walkout push-up is coming up next. Whew. Legs are tired already. That's what you get for taking the weekend off. 2, 1, here we go. Straight legs, walk it out, push up. When you touch your toes, you're right back out. You can go to your knees for the push-up if you want. Flip over, face up, single leg hip drives. One leg is up. See how high you can get the pelvis or the hips on the hip drive. Switch sides. Last 20 seconds of work until our next break. Can definitely tell summer's here. Feels like just last week I was complaining about how cold it was in the room. All right, guys. 40 seconds. Take a breather. And we're heading right back to circuit number 1. All right, so you've done all the exercises now twice. You know what's coming. Just a reminder, our first circuit are the knee hikes, and then the runner lunge, or lunge runners, frog press, and knee tuck climbers. Let's get ready. I'm gonna start with my right leg. Here we go. Knee hikes first. Let's drive the knee up there. Want to explode the leg up. Three, 2, 1. Get the right leg back, lunging on the left leg, and we're hiking the right side. Five seconds, and then we repeat on the left leg. Here we go, left leg hike. I am by no means a track athlete, so any sprinters out there, feel free to give me tips. 3, 2, and 1. Left leg back, lunge runners. Five seconds, frog press coming up. All right, come on down, push-up position. Push up, press the body back, sit hips to the heels, repeat the push-up. The hands and the feet don't move through this whole exercise. Knee tuck climbers. On the bell, we're back to the knee hikes. All right, right side again. Here we go. Sorry for the heavy breathing. 3, 2, 1. Right leg back. Lunge runner. Try to stay low. See if you can get lower than I am. Three, 2, 1. Other side. Left knee. I feel like my left side is a little bit slower than my right. Doesn't get quite as high. All right, left leg back. Frog press after this. Come on down. Push up. Frog press. And we got our knee tuck climbers. Last 20. And time. Whew, take a break, guys. I feel like this one went 0 to 60 really fast. Must be that new 5G technology. Okay. Circuit B. 4 corner jumps. Side, front, back, and over. And then side shuffle jumps. Side monkey jumps. Side plank to squat twist. And then that nice relaxing airplane at the very end. All right, here we go. 4 corner jumps. Side, front, back, side, front, repeat. Side shuffle jump. Shuffle over. Once or twice, and then jump. In 5 seconds, we got a side monkey to jump. All right, here we go. Squat position, hands over, and then jump. Side plank to squat twist. Side plank rotation. Walk it back to your squat. Twist. Walk it back. Side plank rotation. Keep it going. We got 2 rounds of these. On the bell, we go back to the airplane. All right, come on up. Right foot down. Hinge over. Drive the left hip up. Woo. And then the left hip down. Woo-hoo. Lost my balance there. Okay, 4 corner jumps. Back to the start. Side shuffle jump. Three, 2. All right, we got the side monkey. Here we go. Cramming a lot of work into every 20 seconds here. All right, side plank squat twist. 2 rounds. Don't go anywhere, keep it up. All right, come on up. Airplane, left leg down. And then roll the hips. Ooh, a little bit better on the left leg than the right. All right, take a break. We got 1 more circuit to go, and that's our 3rd circuit. Let's get a reminder on our 3rd circuit. Oh yes, it's our quad circuit. So split jumps, alternating sides for 20, and then single side for 20, other side for 20. Walkout push-ups, and then those hip drives. Single leg hip drive. All right, leg heavy round here. This is to wrap it up, guys. 4 minutes of work, that's all we got. Here we go. In 5 seconds, pick a leg. All right, 20 on one side. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Walkout push-ups are on deck. Three, 2, 1. All right, keep the legs straight. Hands to the toes. Walk it out. Push up. Walk it back with the legs as straight as you can. Touch the toes. Walk back out. And then face up. Single leg hip drives. Kicking the heel up to the ceiling. Pushing the body high. Switch legs. Whew. I guarantee you will have consumed a lot of oxygen by the end of this workout. All right, come on up. We're back to split jumps. Last round, guys. 2 minutes of work. Three, 2, 1. Pick a leg. Woo. Three, 2, 1. Switch up, other side. Ten seconds. Three, 2, 1. Walk out push-ups. Touch the toes, right back out. All right, bridge hip drives. Last ones. Switch sides. Last 20. Almost there. And time. All right. That's all 6 rounds, guys. It's 24 minutes of work. Come on down. Try to stabilize your breath and your heart rate. Walk it out. We'll get to a couple stretches here in a couple minutes. Well, 1 minute. Nice work. I think the one I struggled with the most there today was that single-legged split jump. So my legs are pretty tired. We got to those. All right. We're gonna go into a bilateral quad stretch. If this one's awkward for you or not comfortable on your ankles, then just go to a traditional quad stretch lying on your side. And I'll let you know when we're halfway, so you'll know when to switch legs. Okay, otherwise, legs together, toes out, sitting back on the ankles, hands behind you, and we're just going to start to lean the body back. You might stay on your hands, you might get down to your elbows, you might get your torso to the floor. What's important is that we're getting a stretch in the quads. So I want you to squeeze your glutes, squeeze your abs, and that's going to help to rotate the pelvis in a position to put your quads on a stretch. Try to find a position where you're getting an equal stretch on both legs. If you've been doing one side, switch legs. It's just a really nice, partly passive, partly active stretch. So usually it can be a very effective position if you're comfortable getting into it, which not everybody is. All right, come on out from there. We're gonna go into our glutes next. For the glutes, we will lie on our backs. We'll do a more traditional glute stretch here today. Nothing fancy. Cross the right leg over the left thigh. So we're in our figure 4 position. Reach through the legs, grab hold of either the left hamstring or the left shin, whatever you can reach, pulling the legs towards the chest. And possibly the most important cue is what you're doing with your pelvis. So if you feel your pelvis is rolling up or your tailbone's coming off the floor, and that will also cause your low back to push into the floor, then we want to do the opposite. Draw your tailbone down to the ground. Keep that slight hollow at the low back, and that should help increase your glute stretch for you. Yeah, it is super humid in here. I'm gonna have to, I don't know, have one of those water balls with a fan on it or something to help cool me down. Let's switch over to the other side. Left leg over the right. That's definitely not a complaint, just an observation. It's wonderful to have the weather we do again now outside. I spend my day at the dog park. I don't have a dog. I just went to the dog park because I like dogs. And brought my daughter there. Flew a kite. It was wonderful. All right, release the left side. So we got our quads and our glutes, two of our larger muscles in the lower body stretched. Let's finish off with a pec stretch, and we'll do one on the floor. That's maybe a little less common, and it's a little more intense. So make sure you go easy on this one when you start out. Just make sure that your body is accepting it. So we're gonna lie face down, arms out in a cross position or straight out to the sides. You're gonna bring your left hand, place it right beside your shoulder like you were about to push up off the floor. Make sure your right elbow is slightly bent. So elbow shoulder height and your hands about forehead height. And then we're gonna press through the left hand, reaching up and over with the left leg. Rolling the left shoulder off the floor, left chest off the floor, but keeping the right shoulder down. And that should put a stretch coming through the front of your right shoulder into your pec. If you don't feel it, play around with the angle of your left arm. So come out, readjust, and try again. All right, release that, come back to center. Bring the left arm out. Make sure the left arm now has a slight bend at the elbow. Right hand is placed by the shoulder. We're pressing up through the right hand, reaching up and over with the right leg. So you feel a nice stretch coming through the front of the left shoulder. I can tell this side is actually significantly tighter than my right side. I'm not able to rotate as high, and the stretch feels a lot more intense. Pretty sure I got the same angle as I did on the first side, so just those tissues are tighter on my left, which is good for me to know. I can spend a little bit more time focused on stretching that side throughout my workouts, and hopefully that will find a balance with my right side again. Okay, That's it, guys. I'm going to leave it there. Thanks so much for taking part in the workout. Enjoy the beautiful day, and I will see you for the next workout. Take care.